studying you. And the regular language means I really don't care what his position is based upon his political motive.
All right, Winters is in the building, man.
Tito, I want Tito.
All right, thanks. Shout out to the.
Sit your motherfucking ass now. Your broke ass ain't heard shit.
Man. But y'all know she gonna give you a good show.
Mickey in the building. What that mean?
I was here though. I told you. Remember, I told you about a month and a half ago. I said I never seen an email beef. When I was telling you, if a resident filed her, she got to go to court now. How the court might play it and try to do it, but think Nene gonna be messing around with her.
I think you might not want to mess with her. I wonder, is this how AC felt when he found out everybody found out he was getting his house done?
Yes, I had a cocktail.
There we go. Good morning, Mickey.
Hold on 1 second, Trevor. Here you go. Oh, you already grabbed it? Okay. No, that was... yeah, I'm back. What's up, family? Man, my laptop tripping. Everything was just...
Now you're smoother now.
Yeah, but mine was tripping. I couldn't even hear the intro. Let me get up. What's up, family? What's up, family? Wigster, you know I got to come talk about who we going to get as a new coach, man. This ain't Flint right now. This is about this special edition. You know, we're going to wait till tomorrow. Winters told me to let y'all know she going to give y'all so much tomorrow. She going to be for that $5 Friday. The nightly nip. Right now, we talking about what's up, the lovely Sherry Allen. We talking about what Michigan gonna do since Sharon is out of there. Oh, here we go. I'm on the right chat now. Yeah, we finna talk. What's up, Michael B? We got to see what we gonna do since Sharon is done. Hey, you know what? You see who they got.
Guesses.
But you know, they just hit me with a dark horse. They just hit me with another one.
Who they hit you with?
What I was just watching up when I was just you seen when you came.
Yeah, those that man who said he didn't give a damn about Michigan's integrity, he just wants them to win.
Yeah, because listen, because they was acting like, you know, we can't, because with Sharon and Dunn, man, I'm just telling you. And man, you was talking about it earlier. The next coach to come in, they gave me a whole new I didn't think the job was this important now. Whoever they hire, they got to hit a home run hire, because they got to keep the recruiting class they got. One of the boys already left.
Yeah,
they lost one of the tight ends. They just lost the tight end about 20 minutes ago.
We were talking about that this morning. I said that a couple of these players will be leaving.
Yeah, because the other team been trying to post their players. Like we just found out with Bryce Underwood. He don't have no clause in his contract, meaning if he want to bounce, he can bounce. Michigan don't owe him nothing. He don't owe Michigan nothing. But they, the number one running back said they a bunch of lies. A lot of this, some of the recruiting class is saying they gonna stay, like the number one running back. But everybody, they want to see who they gonna hire. I was looking at like you see on the. In the thumbnail, Kellen DeBoer, who was talking about earlier. What's up, Concrete Jungle? What's up, Sweetheart Shell? Thank everybody that's coming in. But listen, this another little pet peeve, family. The AD might be fired now. He might be like Michigan trying to clean house. Yeah, they want to clean house.
I called that this morning. I'm like, they're probably going to fire him too. He walks in with them, and then he's going to walk out with his little cardboard box of his belongings because, so I know we always say shit rolls downhill.
Yeah.
But what your subordinate does directly reflects upon you, right? Yeah. This is someone that you brought on. This is someone that you hired. This is someone that you're supposed to be keeping an eye on and make sure that he's supposed to be cultivating our investment.
Right.
Where the fuck were you?
Because it's like I said, they leaking out too many details now. They leaking out too much. So, you know what I'm saying? Sure. I was thinking, to be honest with you, what's up, KP? I was thinking he was going to be fired next year. I didn't think Sharon was going to make it past next year. It was either playoffs or bust. But, you know, now I'm looking at like what they said even when they hired him, I kind of understand why the athletic director did what he did. But I will say this from the tea leaves, and you see, and I'm in the podcast I'm watching with some of the alumni with the tea leaves. Good evening, Carolyn Hendricks. Just through the tea leaves, they could have had Kellen DeBoer, but did you really want to go get Kellen DeBoer when your team y'all beat them for the national championship? You know what I'm saying?
That could have been his talent. He could have just had off day. There's a lot of reasons
Then
why
hold
he could have
up.
won.
Then Sharon Moore beat him again last year in the bowl game. He beat him head up. So I mean, do you want to grab him? I mean, like I said, they was talking about. I think if you get the big name higher, you can probably keep your recruiting class in contact. Only thing with me is I believe you're gonna have to go get a defensive coordinator to make things run smooth, in my humble opinion.
I mean, you got a lot of things. God damn it, USA Today. There's a reason I have an ad blocker, and so I don't have to read your bullshit. Sorry. All right, so we got a few that are coming to the front, and Detroit Free Press is hitting it.
I mean, I'm looking at Kellen. I was kind of looking at Bama coach. I could go with him. Hold up. I got me a sponsor tonight. Hot damn it. This from Felicia Martinez. Mickey's Nightly Nip is sponsored by DHS, SEC. Christie known for getting caught in so many lies at the congressional hearing that seat got so hot she left the meeting. Thank you, Dems, for putting foot to ass. Listen.
You know what? Monday I'll have to bring some videos since we can have a couple jokes.
Yeah, she got to put. She went down there, but I just want to know who the coach gonna be. Because they was talking about going to get a division. What's up, shooting the shit, T? They're talking about going to get Division II coach. Only thing bad about going to get sometime that they don't work. Kurt Cinetti, it worked for him. You know, so sometimes when you try to copy off what somebody else do, it don't work. But I do believe if you can go get, I would probably go get Kellen DeBoer if he want to come. But do you think he'll leave Bama?
No, not. All right. So whoever Michigan picks in terms of picking up players, coach, all that, they're going to be able to pick their own price right now. Right now, the question is, will Michigan balk at the price that, hey, your team's hurting. You just had a scandal. You just fired your head coach. You're about to fire your athletic director. You're going to need some help, and I'm going to have you write my check. If Michigan balks, then, that it's done, right? So, I mean, Alabama, they got some money too, right? Like, am I going to walk away from a sure thing where I'm doing all right to take a chance on, a new athletic director, me getting used to the team and all that, and Michigan may or may not feel the paycheck that I think it's worth?
But Bama was ready to get rid of him. What's up, Sarah P? Bama was ready to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So,
at the same time, all right, Bama's ready to get rid of him, but now he's a hot commodity. Now he's something that other people are looking at.
Oh, she gonna be on tomorrow. Marcia Tarver, thank you for tapping in. What's up, Hope? See, I wasn't gonna come on, but we had to talk about. I wanted to finish talking about this Michigan coach situation. Thanks for everybody for tapping in. I just want to come on and talk about. Hey, Tony, I'm kind of. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, Wigster, who I kind of. I didn't want Brian Kelly. I'm gonna tell you who I wanted. I was kind of looking at Arizona coach, and I was looking at I'm not gonna lie, Arizona coach, and they kind of winning me over with Jed Fish because I'm looking at somebody. That's what I've been looking at. His
Washington coach recruit roster.
That
shit was hot. It built up U of A.
Right, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at if they can't get Mentor. Only way Mentor said he coming, Tony. They said they got to fire the athletic director.
But he's already probably on the way out anyway, so
Yeah,
that door's open.
Yeah, he
put
said
up
that's
with him for 1 year.
No, I wouldn't go get PJ Flick in Minnesota. No, I don't want him. I will go get like I say, because if you're gonna keep Bryce Underwood, you got to go get a head coach to not to work with a quarterback.
I mean, I think Mentor would also be a good one.
Yeah, he's a good defensive coordinator. Hell yeah, he was
the defensive coordinator part, right? But he's worked with Michigan before.
No, he's the one who they won a championship with. He was a defensive. Yeah.
So it'd be like a homecoming for him. It'd be like slipping back into an old pair of shoes. It fit just right. He's already got a feel for the way that the team likes to play because, yeah, it changes year after year. People move through, but you keep that same feel. He's got a feel for the school. You know, he knows the area. I think he'd be a good fit, dude.
Hey, Mark Hutchinson, and I understand what you're saying, Sharon Moore. Like I said, I've been watching most of their alumni podcasts for Braylon's Edward podcast on Woodward Sports. I was watching the Blueprint with Devin Gardner. To me, if Sharon knew, because if you go look, what's my man now? He was just on ESPN. He was saying they was out to get Sharon. And what you saw was reason, because the reason Harbaugh people won't the AD gone because that's who he was into it with. You had a faction. That's why they want a whole cleansing through the athletic department because of how they feel Ward Emanuel dropped the ball with keeping Harbaugh. He wouldn't give Harbaugh the guarantee that if anything came up, he would keep his job like he did Sharon Moore. Then he waited at the last minute and gonna come with after Sharon Moore took the job with the Chargers. Like I say, in that it was so much beef going on that I'm talking about the alumni coming out talking about it. As far as the little beef that it was from Harbaugh to the athletic director. You know what I'm saying? With the president when they had I can't think of his name. What's up, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, the pastor that I said pastor. I mean that the president that came in is like, to me, only way I could see Ward Emanuel keeping his job. You know what? Hey, Mark, I don't think Michigan gonna have another black man as a head coach on football. Juwan blew it in basketball. I'm just being honest. I would love for them to go get Deion, but I don't think they're gonna go get Deion. I think it's gonna they gonna try to go get Bama coach.
I mean, Deion is a surefire bet to pick up, some positive publicity, which they're in dire need of right now.
Dude, if Deion came to Michigan, I believe Bryce Underwood would stay. Because if you
Deborah Luna, 5.5 million a year.
Nah, but you know what? I want to know what made her go back and change her story because when they interviewed him in the summer, she said that they didn't do nothing. They was not messing around. What made her go change her story to now?
Now they could just say, hey, they did their investigation. You lied to us. They might have found something more concrete. You lied to us. You want to keep your job or do you want to go with the bum that we're about to fire and he's about to lose 30 mil?
And that's what I think. And that's what I think it really was. They realized Sharon wasn't a coach. And they was trying to figure it out. Look, we got to get him gone. Because I think the staffer that came and she came back and told it. But the thing is, if he would have been winning, it would have been a different thing to me. But I just feel like.
Now, I am reading a couple things here. There's some interest popping around Kurt Ciganetti from Indiana.
They're not going to get him.
You don't think so?
Well, listen, if you go listen to Kurt Ciganetti, when he got hired in Indiana, he said he didn't want to be a part of the Blue Bloods. He wanted to knock them off. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he coming there.
A lot of folks are saying that, they'd be interested in him. And, this is just reporters. But two, they wouldn't be saying this if he didn't put a feeler out there.
Listen, they knew back. Listen, I'm telling y'all from the podcast I've been watching from some of the insiders at Michigan, allegedly. The podcast is real, but I don't know if these real insiders, but they just got some information to the program. They said that Michigan had put out flyers November 9th, that they was going to be, the job was going to be coming open. They realized after last year that Sharon probably realized last year it wasn't it. Then when they started this year, believe me, people looking at it's the playoffs now. You can go buy you a team. Just like the NFL, but you got to have a coach. And I feel like Michigan didn't want to have a chance to try to see Sharon could get it on the fly. From what they were saying when they gave him the job, he just got the job because of Harbaugh did the pushing.
I mean, regardless of anything, they have to replace the interim right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pidgey, I'm sorry, look, the guy's fat enough that if the team catches a first down, he might just have a fucking heart attack.
Oh, wait a fucking minute now, Trevor. I'm not going to let you just dog out my team. Nah, we ain't coming on here worrying about his side. We're not asking for that. He there because he got to keep the team together because the coach went out and couldn't hold it together. He lost his damn mind. And I get it. It was too much for Sharon. But now they saying he having mental.
Just like they're saying about Jeff Brougham here. Some people want him from Louisville.
Yeah.
This dude, hell no. Old and fat. I'm sorry.
But Jeff Brown was a quarterback. So, but to me, I think they trying to they trying to find a coach where they can keep right. Michigan got a team. They got the talent.
They got the talent. They got to get the morale back.
The morale was the coach tripped out.
Yeah. All right. So coach is tripping. That's gonna, weigh heavy on the players. Now the coach just got fired, ended up on national television, is in jail, and the school is panicking. The players are going to be a little nervous.
The school ain't panicking, Trevor. Let me tell you something. So many people happy that you ain't wild. You heard that podcast. What did he say? Did he care about integrity? What did he say?
No. He said he wants them to have a win, but he's also not part of the organization. He's on the outside like us, right?
No, one of them is the ex-player alumni that's on there. Give a damn about that. He won't. That's what I'm saying. He won't. They listen, man. When I listened to one of the older guys was on there, he said he had been watching Michigan for 50 years. He said for 3 years, for 20 years, I waited for this. Man, I damn near wanted to drop a tear. He said, and it just got snatched from me. And I'm like, damn, man, just be patient. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get another coach. Y'all tripping out because he said, I'm more worried the dude was about to take himself out because he blew $30 million. Have anybody blew $30 million?
I can't blame him for that kind of mentality too. Like if I blow 10,000, I'm looking at starting a handgun, right? Like This dude, 30 million.
Man,
I would be skipping into traffic at that point. It's time to go.
Yeah, he blew 30. It.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, you looking at the coaches coming in. That's why I think, to me, Kellen DeBoer might want to leave Bama because, man, it's hard replacing a legend. You got to remember, he coming and replacing Nick Saban, who won straight out 6 championships at Bama, who breathed, who very rarely lost 3 games. You got to understand. Can he handle that? Him coming to Michigan, let's just say Kellen DeBoer come to Michigan. Really, if any coach come to Michigan, to beat Sharon Moore, his record, first year 7-5. With the bowl game, went 8-5. His second year 9-3. But when he went and played the ranked schools 0-3. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Not just that. Some of the schools he did beat, it wasn't by skill, it was by fluke.
He had more talent.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the coach. The coaching had nothing to do with it. The talent pulled his ass through. That's fluke.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes you got to. So I'm thinking like now with a coach coming in, just from sitting back, I'm thinking that the Bama coach might come, me, Like I said, first remember I was talking to you earlier. I was like, man, I go with Arizona State coach. He was the offensive coordinator for
Honestly,
Oregon. So I'm
looking
like,
at anyone that's touched Arizona State or University of Arizona right now would probably be a good pick for him, because both those teams can play pretty solid ball. They may not be championship teams, but because of coaching, they're solid at least.
yeah.
So those might be damn good pickups. And hell, you might be able to get them on the cheap too.
No, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, and plus, you know what I'm saying? What I thought Sharon was going to do. I'm just looking at you get him. Like I say, you can't go wrong if the Bama coach came. I get it. Air Tar Heels and the only doom is that winter's like in the building.
There we go.
I can believe that that Bama in there, but I'm telling you, you might think I'm playing them podcasts. I'm telling you, I heard about this with Sharon, and then when you coming out, even when I watched Braylon Edwards, man, all of them knew about this mess that Sharon Moore was in. When they said they put the flyers out November 9th that job opening was coming, believe me, they looked. They
online push for Fitch, dude.
Yeah, Jed Fish. Yeah, Michigan looked. That's Washington coach. Michigan looked what Michigan State was doing and saying, "Shoot, hold up." He missed with the talent Michigan got. They felt like. And then Sharon, listen, man, Sharon convinced them to give Bryce that money, that $12 million. They expected to be in the playoffs. They expected to be competitors against Ohio State. I understand injuries came in because that did happen. They lost both of their running backs. But when you coming in, right, you got to get a person that can come develop the talent. All you got to do is go look. Michigan's defense was like on some plays, man, they didn't look right. You had players that was looking like they was first rounders. Now we can understand why the team looked at lost. They looked like they didn't know what was going on. From like I say, I've been looking at the other podcasts. You know, when they want you gone, they're gonna put everything out there. You know what I'm saying? The crash out. Sharon knew they didn't really want him. And I think Ward Emanuel, like you said, you hired him. You brought this, you brought this over here to us. What you gonna do? My thing is like, you know, at the end of the day, wins, the name, it come down to wins and losses. So if they make the right, go ahead.
What's your take on Joe Brady?
You know what his claim to fame is. He was the offensive coordinator for LSU when they had the championship, when they won with Joe Burrow. And he over at Buffalo Bills as their offensive coordinator. I'm not really impressed by him, but if they do go get him, it's because they feel he's a quarterback coach. Whoever you bring in as that offensive coordinator, well, I get it, you want to keep Bryce, but you better come with a defensive coordinator that's following him here too. Because why they wearing
him? Whatever coach you pick up, he better stay out of his coordinators' lanes, right? Yeah. Like, let your coordinators coordinate. You just coach. You take the lead. Tell your coordinators what you want done. And let them do it. Don't step on their toes. That might have been a lot of the confusion that you'd seen with Michigan.
Yeah, because how it came out saying Sharon Moore wouldn't letting Chip Lindsey really coach. He was micromanaging. So that now we can understand why we were seeing Bryce probably having some regression or whatever was going on. You can see the team just wasn't in sync. Now we can kind of understand why the team wasn't in sync. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, head coach is having a breakdown, and he kept on stepping on his coordinator's toes.
Yeah.
But I think one thing that we can expect is, so coming up with the bowl that they're about to play, right?
Right.
However they change up, just compare it to coaching styles of the people that Michigan's looking at. It might be them auditioning or even trying to get ready for this next coach. So if it's a really aggressive offense, okay, we might be looking at the gentleman from Bama. If it's a more knuckle down defense, then it could be, I want to say the guy from the Bills. Just watch how they play and see how Pidgey, aside from skipping a heart attack, is trying to get that team in the right direction for whoever he thinks is coming next.
From reading the tea leaves, like you said, because I see a lot of alumni is pushing for Jed Fish, Washington coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he would work good with a quarterback.
Yeah, and he's picked up right after your front choice, the gentleman from Bama.
Bama.
Yeah, he replaced him up in Washington, and he's held that team together. Still, he's kept them relevant.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. To me, I don't want a Michigan guy.
I don't know. Someone that's worked in Michigan before, or at least worked with the school before, might be good just as someone to slot in real quick. Like, all right, you already know how we run things here. You get how we like to do things. Get to it instead of having to, like I just see here from Common Sense. Love Coach Prime, but I ain't going to babysit him. That could be a lot of folks that ain't, worked with University of Michigan before. Because each school has a different feel to it, has a different way of doing things. You don't want to have to walk someone through, like, especially when you're in this sort of time.
Yeah, because you know what it is. The first thing they're gonna want you to do, you gotta know the rivalry is Ohio State is number 1, Michigan State is number 2. That's a fact. You can never wear green. Yeah, that's a fact. So to me, me personally, I would probably went and got Arizona State head coach, or you gotta get somebody. I would try to go get Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman.
I don't know,
but
he's probably got a chip on his shoulder right now. He may not want to leave. He may say, "You guys just screwed me out of a championship, even though I have a damned good record this year. I'm going to rub it in your face next year with the same damn team."
What's up, Mr. Classic? That's what I'm looking at right now. To me, because there's some good coaches, but who fit the Michigan way?
I have to say Fitch. Fitch definitely. I mean, number one, like you said, he can work with a quarterback, and Michigan is very much a very quarterback-heavy team.
But they got to bring because you want to keep Bryce Young and you want to keep that recruiting class. I believe if they get Jed Fish, but you got to get a defensive coordinator, man. You got to see with bringing Jed Fish there.
What do you think of bringing in Jed Fish and then, this is La Fantasy Land, but bringing in Jesse Minter right after as his defensive coordinator?
I don't think Minter gonna come back for that. I'm just telling you because he said he wanted to be in the NFL, and that's
he said he wanted to be in the NFL, but he also said something about he won't work with the
athletic director,
who's probably on his way out. So, could you imagine you get Fitch? Very heavy, but very good with your quarterbacks, and then you bring in as his backup on the defense, Mentor.
Nah, but he ain't gonna want Mentor. Gonna want to be the head coach. So if you get Mentor, if you bring Jesse back, you better bring you a hell of an offensive coordinator in because you still got to get somebody that's gonna work with Bryce. That's why I would kind of go with Kellen DeBoer. I will go with Arizona coach because they work with quarterbacks. Arizona just ain't have the resources. His quarterback left in the transfer portal. See, to me, if he had come there, and I'm looking at everybody in the chat, right, with the money, the money and the resources that Michigan got, the talent is there. They just need somebody that can motivate and develop it.
No, I'm eyeing Vegas odds right now. Right now, Vegas odds have Brady at plus 300, Dillingham plus 400, Minter plus 400, DeBoer plus 500, Fitch plus 700, Riley plus 1,000, Fleck plus 15.
I don't think Lincoln Riley coming because USC already gave him $121 million. So why would you?
His like buyout I said, he's at plus 1,000. Yeah, that's long odds.
His buyout too much. Now I could go with Jed, and I'll go with Arizona. But they said Alabama coach wanted to come to Michigan, Kellen DeBoer, but the athletic director went with Sharon.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some animosity there too. Like, hey, yeah, I'm really interested in coming to Michigan. Let's go with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a proven coach versus this gentleman. I mean, granted, he climbed up the ranks, but
Yeah.
Your longest odds right now
Mhm.
are Brian Kelly, former LSU.
I wouldn't
He's
go
at
grab.
plus 3,000.
I
Like
wouldn't touch him.
that's about the chance of a snowball surviving in hell.
I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't
Marcus
touch him.
Freeman is at plus 2,000.
Because he's not coming.
No. So it looks like, according to Vegas, your best bet is Joe Brady.
I wouldn't want Joe Brady.
Mm.
I wouldn't want Joe Brady. What's up, Stanley Wood? I wouldn't want Joe Brady. I'm telling you who I will go get. For one, Joe Brady only been a coordinator. Do you want to take another chance? And don't get me wrong, coordinators do make good head coaches. But do you want to bring him in and let him be your head coach and try to figure this college thing out? Or would you want to go ahead and get my man that's already a head coach from Arizona State? He just need the resources. He already done ran a team. He took that team to the playoffs.
I haven't paid this much attention to college football in years, but now I'm wondering who's running Arizona's not ASU, University of Arizona. Because we've had some real ballers. Looks like right now they got Brett Brennan.
See, but y'all lost our quarterback, and the Giants running back, Scatterboo, was the running back for Arizona. Arizona State.
I haven't paid enough attention to him. Like, I've gone to a couple of their games. I still have a soft spot in my heart, but I can't cheer for a team that I know nothing about right now.
No, Trevor, I was watching him. See, because he was the offensive coordinator up under Dan Lanning from Oregon. That man, listen, I love college football. I you know what I'm saying? I was watching him. I just thought Sharon had it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Sharon had it. After last year, really start this year, when I seen how we were struggling, I knew Sharon wasn't the head coach. I just wanted to give him a chance. I was thinking like, well, let's give him a chance. Listen, it ran its course. I understand the stuff that probably how he got played out of his job. What's up, Shotty Shot? Sharon should have just knew, listen, man, my whole thing would have been football. Until you got it right. But listen, man, it was so many mistakes made. Now, he did do good by getting a running back. I would keep Tony Alford the running back coach, but Sharon should have, man. Sharon made too many mistakes, man. What's up, Yogi G? Sharon made too many mistakes, man.
Yeah.
You know, for this to happen. Like when he beat Ohio, really the only reason I believe he kept his job because he beat Ohio State last year.
That's probably the only reason. Like, if they're gunning for him this hard, I mean, granted, his first year, that record was abysmal.
Even though he didn't, and they tried to give him a benefit of doubt because he didn't have no quarterback.
Man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I wouldn't go grab Joe Brady because he had Joe Burrow. That's what I'm saying. See, you mess around. I'd rather go get a coach who didn't went out there. To me, Arizona, I know a lot of people might don't want him, but to me, he ran a program. So he ran a Division I. He done won the Big 12 championship. He been in the playoffs. To me, he would. I believe he can come over there and get the job done.
Who was it that I watched? Dick Tommy? No.
No, I'm telling you who they might go get. They shooting for Bama coach. If Bama coach don't come, because I'm telling y'all, and with my shooting the shit T, I believe you because I heard it on the Voice of College Football. Trevor dropped the link up in there.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it on that show when they talked about it. What's up, Patrice Moore? Scotty Pippen was the shit. And so I heard when they talked about that scandal with Sharon Moore, but I thought it wasn't really nothing. But what blew my mind when they said they had the fillers out back in November 9th.
Let's see who Fox has got. for odds here. Kenny Dillingham.
That's
Okay.
why. Only
That's
thing,
the second pick.
yeah, that's from Arizona. Only thing that had me worried about Alabama. Just say they win, they beat Oklahoma, and they go win it all. Do you want to leave and you just won the championship? Now, if they get knocked out, if they lose in the playoff, I feel you. That's the only thing that scared me with the Alabama coach. What if they win? If they lose, it'll be easier to get them. Him winning, he gonna want to stay there.
What about all right, how about Dan Lanning from the Ducks?
He ain't leaving Oregon. He already built something.
That's true. He became he
Why would you leave when you already got
that.
something built there? Yeah, why would you leave there?
Now, these are just a few of the ones that I'm looking around. There's some decent ones out there, but
I mean they're gonna shoot for the top, but I don't think they're gonna get. I think it's either gonna be Bama coach number 1. Number 2 is Jed Fish, but Jed Fish got a big buyout, man, from Washington. Go look at the buyout they got. Mm-hmm. He got a hell of a buyout. Jed Fish buyout is something else. I don't think I'm thinking they're gonna end up with my man from Arizona State head coach, man, because he the most sensible one that you can bring in.
And so you're looking at Kenny Dillingham.
Yep.
Not a bad pick.
That's why
I still like Fitch just because he built up everything that University of Arizona has right now. Like,
but look at his buyout. Look at his buyout, though.
It's insane, true. But, we keep saying Michigan has money. Let's see Michigan use that money.
They do got the money.
I mean, how bad do you want that trophy? How bad do you want that championship? We'll see if Michigan bulks.
Common sense. I don't think Kyle Whittingham is a Midwest guy. I think he's more of a West Coast. See, you know what I'm saying?
Midwest football is fucking
different. That's why I'm looking at it saying I could see Arizona State coach because the way he play defense. I mean, the way his football team is, I think he'd fit better into the Big Ten. To me, I think he'd be good for Bryce Underwood. I think either really them 3 coaches, Alabama coach, Washington coach, and Arizona State coach. I think them 3 coaches, and maybe one more out there, but them 3 right now from the Division I would be good for Bryce Underwood.
Okay. What about? Oh wait, we already talked about Haynes.
Who else?
Manny Diaz?
Mm-mm.
You don't like him?
Hell no, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, he's running Duke. You can't be too bad if you're running Duke. Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Everyone keeps on going either between Fitch and DeBoer right now.
I'm gonna go with probably with DeBoer being in the playoffs. I don't think if he win it, say Bama win it, he not leaving.
Let's see what GBM Wolverine has to say.
The deeper he go in the playoffs, it's gonna be harder for Michigan to get him. You're gonna have to do like LSU did with Lane Kiffin. If you coming, you better come now.
What about Nick Saban, even though he's retired?
Hell no, Nick Saban ain't coming back, man. Ain't none of them. Nick Saban or Urban Meyer, ain't none of them coming. If Nick Saban was gonna come back, he would have went to LSU.
Okay, Mike Tomlin.
He ain't coming. He ain't leaving the NFL to come. Look, man, when you successful at the top, why would you come to the bottom?
Get a bigger lead on the field.
You see how that's going for Belichick, don't you? You mess around, come tarnish your legacy here. So
Belichick is Belichick. There's no describing that man or his career.
Well, why he losing?
Because Belichick is Belichick. That man does some weird stuff. All right. Next we got Andrew Luck.
That says on any, I got to check on that, Deborah Luna, about the basketball at the Flint. I'm gonna get off into that.
Flint basketball standouts.
I think all of them went to the outskirts. Ain't none of them. We got to look at Swartz Creek, Grand Blanc, Flushing.
That's what I'm looking at right there.
We got to look at all of them.
Mark Hutchinson just pointed out Indiana's having a huge or nice run. I mean, they went from the most losingest team in their division to now being a powerhouse under one man.
Because Kurt Cincinnati knew what he was doing. He had a mission.
There's the question of he just built this up from scratch. It is now centered around him. Will he leave it? I mean, maybe he wants to challenge of doing it again.
See, what people not looking at when Kurt Cincinnati came, he brought a lot of his players from his old team. He went and he knew how to work the transfer portal. He went and got Frank Mendoza. I forgot what school did he come from. He came from the Pac-12. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he built this team kind of through the transfer portal. You finna see in a minute. In the end, you're gonna have to recruit. Like Indiana, they did this, but can he keep it sustained? Because when Frank Mendoza leave, how many times you gonna catch lightning in the bottle? Because you got that quarterback out the transfer portal. You're not gonna be lucky to keep getting quarterbacks out the transfer portal. You're gonna have to recruit. Go look at Indiana recruiting class. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they don't win it all, this recruiting class, like when people leaving, he gonna have to hit that what's the name again. He gonna keep trying to build, and I think that's what Dion's problem was, trying to build through that transfer portal. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to go recruit, and I just don't think. And I'm saying what people saying why he ain't tracking to Colorado. I don't think Colorado got the type of brand that Michigan is. If you know what I'm saying, me pulling up, say, look, I got Michigan behind me. You know what I'm saying? They can't say, look, we did win the championship in 23. That's Colorado, just 2 years ago.
When I lived there wasn't too much excitement for their college teams.
I mean, you gotta go.
They didn't even really care about their own their own NFL teams, really. And Colorado is not a sports state.
No, it's
at least not around the Springs, not around Denver. So like, yeah, you can roll up and try to pick up someone from Colorado, but I doubt that they're really going to want to get as competitive and as much love because as much love as you can get in Michigan, you can get twice as much hate if you happen to not do so well. You know what I mean?
Fact. Hey, Eric Tar Hill, I'm going to answer that for you in a sec, but I have to put this up here for Mark Hutchinson. Indiana coach knows he hit the lottery. If I'm him, I'm begging Michigan to come get me. Hey, listen, Mark Hutchinson, on these podcasts that I'm watching, with the one from the Voice of College the Voice of College Football, Trevor put the link in the chat. Yep, they said this is what they said. They said Michigan, the coaches they going for is in the playoffs right now. And that's what I'm saying, Mr. Classic. But see, Indiana coach said that he didn't want to go to none of the blue bloods. He wanted to take them on, and he did. That's why I think he got his $93 million. He got his contract guarantee. But if he don't start recruiting, and that's what I feel like Michigan got. Oh, so I was there. Hey, I remember that. I remember them good games.
What's going on? He's got an upcoming from Michigan at the Voice of College Football. He's wondering if Ward is next.
I keep telling y'all, Ward is next on the chopping block.
He's got a call-in show coming on in about 41 minutes.
Yeah, I keep telling you, man. I'll be watching all of what's next. But see, I watch the ones I listen a little more to is the Blueprint because Jake Butts and Devin Gardner, they graduated from Michigan. They're alumni. I listen to Braylon Edwards, you know what I'm saying? And I do watch the ones, the Voice of College with the chat because, you know, they got different shows. They got the Rutgers, they got the Iowa, but I watched the one with Michigan on the Voice of College region because them two got some, they got some love. They be having some little stuff.
Well, here is a link to the show that they did, I don't know how many hours ago now.
Because I'm telling you,
One
watch.
day ago.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
the one
the
that we were
one.
talking about.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
banger
one.
intro.
Yeah. That's the one. When I was sitting up there, if you watched this a whole 5 hours, I watched it. They was talking about it, but you can once you get that link, you can go back and watch the other shows. You're gonna be hearing when that Ohio really doing that. I want to say, was it Purdue? During the Purdue game, man, them people lost. Want to say they crashed out too. They wanted Sharon Moore gone. If you go watch the different ones, just go pull up the Michigan football podcast. You will see they wanted Sharon gone, and they was dropping little nuggets. Was saying some of this stuff was going on. They was talking about how Sharon Moore, they would move on to the next play without getting it down pat, going to the next one. It was too much stuff was leaking out. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want him no more.
It is what it is. Like, yeah, Michigan is.
Facts, Marcia Tarver. We doing this special night. I'm holding that for Winters tomorrow evening. But me and Yogi G will be on in the morning with some DC politics.
There we go. Let's see how that one runs.
Yeah,
man. Also, if we give you guys a link to go pop in and watch a video from some of these places, go ahead and drop a comment in there. 810 News Media says hi, or 810 News Media Group sent you.
I'm trying
like that.
If you want to, and the sports show is on the way, family. That's why we had to cover this segment. Trevor stepping in right now. We filling in till I get the other people up and running.
Yeah.
But I had to do this for that man. Listen, Michigan, my squad. What's up, Coretta H? It broke my heart. And to see Sharon lose his job too, but I didn't know he was going to be the crash.
His freedom, his millions, his side piece, more than likely his wife. Dude's lost everything.
And the AD that cost himself the job. Sharon might be able to sue him now, though, because they fired him without HR there. But I wouldn't go. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I would probably go get. Thank you for the $5 starting it already, and tomorrow for $5 Friday. Thank you. I wouldn't take Manny Diaz. I'm gonna be real with you. Wasn't he Miami coach? He didn't even cut it there. Then he was Penn State coach when we was whooping on him. Defensive coordinator. You don't want to take
someone that you've busted down before, right? Okay. I mean, could it be just a problem with your talent then? And coach did the best he could.
Man, hell
a good coach that had bad talent. Now a good coach that could have good talent.
Listen, man.
Common sense. I asked the same damn question. I didn't know you needed HR to fire someone.
And Ward didn't have it. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I've been sitting up listening to and they've been dropping this out. Yeah, Ward didn't have HR there, and they was talking about. But the thing I kind of understood what Ward was saying. I mean, not Ward was saying. They did.
Fired on the tarmac
when he was at USC.
Oh, you should.
He didn't. HR wasn't there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The way Sharon did, HR wasn't there. So that's why they said he got. Even though his contract his contract will cause, they might have to go back and revisit that now. I just think Ward did him a solid. Look, we're gonna help you get you some money. Yeah, Edwards got fired in Arizona State in the end. I'm trying to leave, and I had to comment because when you're here, it gets better. Marcia Tarver, you know how it is. It's like you think you can just leave. No. Yeah, so but this was the setup. I'm trying to. If you go back and watch it, them people realize that Sharon Moore wasn't the coach, man. He wasn't it. The AD did the firing. He fired him in his office, allegedly. I'm just telling you what I was from watching the podcast. He brought him in, and you know what I'm saying? And that's when they found out, I guess the young lady came back and told about what was going on. Because when he asked them back in the summer, but from what I'm hearing, they said this was the greatest unkept secret in Ann Arbor.
Worst kept secret in Ann
Yeah,
Arbor.
it said the worst kept secret in Ann Arbor about them messing around, but she came back and told it. And that's what I'm like. I'm like, what? But they wanted him
I
gone,
can't blame
man.
her though.
Yeah,
I mean, look, the position she's in right now, right? Like her professional position, it pays well. It's not nothing that's going to break the bank, you know, make you super rich, but it pays well enough, and you get to live in Ann Arbor fairly comfortably.
Yeah.
So if they found some sort of evidence, right, like went through their emails or text messages or whatever, or let's face it, they have a ton of students going there for Homeland Security using OSINT or open source intelligence. They could find just about anything. Go ahead.
Hold on. Air Tar Hills, thank you for the 499. Ready for that. It's on the way, beloved. It's on the way.
But
and that's Donnell Dumas, in case y'all don't know.
I did not know, but thank you. Yeah. So had they gone back and actually found something like concrete proof and confronted her and gone, you can tell the truth now, or you can end up with him. He's getting fired either way, right?
See,
you can end up with a man who just lost 30 mil, and you're gonna have to share him with his wife, or you can just come clean now. We got the proof. We show it to you. Now you know we have it, and you go on record and say that you two were fooling around. I don't blame her whatsoever if that's what happened.
Listen, man, they wanted him gone because they felt like he wasn't the one. If you go listen to my man, he was just on ESPN. He was talking about that he was saying like Sharon Moore, and they giving him flack now. They were like Sharon Moore saying they wanted him gone. If you go listen to them podcasts, so many of them people they didn't want him to have the job. That's why I'm thinking.
I heard a rumor that she didn't keep the child. I heard that rumor. So, I mean, and there's not going to be any child support now anyway, at least not for the next 5 to 10, depending on how the jury finds.
From what I'm hearing, because her father is an executive for the Chicago Bears, they saying, for the Bears, allegedly. They saying he the one told her to go back and tell. She got to tell what's going on. I'm just thinking, listen, man, I'm trying to tell you, that ain't who they wanted. And I think when Ward Emanuel took him, he tied himself to Sharon Moore. And they made a couple.
Place he didn't want to be.
Yeah, he tied himself to and fires the way he did it. Because, like I say, how would just knowing this from the podcast when they putting it out there, he got fired without HR there, and they were saying allegedly they can tell he was kind of going off. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't all the way there.
I would go off if I'm losing out on 30 mil for 5 years.
No, this is before the firing.
Oh.
So I'm saying this is the stuff they saying before the firing. So what you mean? You didn't try to go seek your coach to get no help if you knew he was down there finna. I mean, the pressure got to him, man, because he knew he was finna be fired, man. Sharon knew they didn't want him. So that's how you saying, listen, Trevor. They from what I've been listening to, they said they put a flyer out to these coaches.
Yep, you said November 8th.
November 9th. They put flyers out. Yeah, no problem. Flyers out to agents that the Michigan job would be coming open.
She files today.
Man, they just leaked the call. TMZ got the 911 call. To me, it's just like, listen, they cutting their ties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her pay was double. She was the scout. He raised her pay up. He raised her. I'm just saying for her to come back and tell.
You want to keep that pay raise? It's time to talk, little lady.
No, if he was being fired, what convinced her? You know what I'm saying? What convinced her to go listen?
Oh, man. just so they could have that extra pile of paperwork. Look, if you get a signed confession, like it's harder for him to come back. It's like nope. Here's the 4 cause. We got a confession here. She came forward first, so we're keeping her. You're gone.
But they wanted one of them coaches, man. I'm trying to tell you, Michigan looked around and was like, we're not finna go through this again. Like, we went through the Brady Hope. We went through the Rich Rodriguez. They would be like, we'd be damned if we go through this again. They looked at it. Oh, we've been beating Ohio State 4 years, and you think we finna go and they just beat us and they toyed with us? Oh, no way in hell is we going for that. You know what I'm saying, Sugar? But he blew the bag. But I just think he should have left them. No way I would have left them leeway where they would have just had to fire me and paid me on my way out.
Straight
He
up,
didn't
just,
understand.
hey,
Yeah,
guys,
like
it's not working out.
I would have been.
I'll even be nice to you. Half of what you say you owe me, and we just dust our hands of the situation. I walk my way, you walk your way. We're done.
After I would have seen what happened to Mel Tucker up in East Lansing, and you think I was finna sit up there and man, I'd have been too nervous. I'd have been too nervous. I'm telling you what it is. I'd have been too nervous. And look at the shit storm that he in.
He's in a bad place.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying with Michigan. They better make a home run higher right now.
They better make a grand slam.
Yeah. Like I said, if I couldn't get Bama coach, Jed Fish should be number 3 on my book. I would try to go get Arizona coach.
I'm still liking the idea for the Indiana because he's made his own ticket.
Yeah. They paid him. Why would you leave your $93 million? Guaranteed.
To get 110?
Man, Michigan's
got that money.
They not giving 110. I'm telling you, Michigan. I'm telling you. I don't listen. I don't think Kurt Cinetti coming. He didn't prove he can recruit. First of all, I wouldn't take him. Now he showed you he can coach, but as far as your recruiting, look at his recruiting class. Now, if you gonna do that,
his recruiting class has gotten him to be a powerhouse in his division.
He ain't recruited no class. Go look at Indiana recruiting class. You mentioned Jed Fish in Indiana, 2 different coaches up.
No, I'm not messing those 2 up. The dude right now took the losingest team in Division I and turned into a powerhouse. Obviously, he recruited someone right.
Go look with his recruiting class. No, he went and got a lot of them players in the transfer. You better go pull it up. When he came to Indiana, he brought a lot of his players from his old team. That came over there with him.
But did all of them hit first string?
Most of them were starting, yeah. He brought his players over there, and he did, like I said, he went and got him a quarterback out the transfer portal, Frank Mendoza. He had him for 2 years. He was a junior, he's a senior now. So who is going to be your backup? I mean, who's going to be your quarterback for next year?
I mean,
like how many times do you go? Yeah.
Now we just take a look at it. So he can play with other people's players.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, but my thing is, how many times is you gonna be able to you're gonna find you a quarterback in the transfer portal? Usually when you get players out of transfer portal, and I'll give you a prime example, you're not getting the best, because when Michigan went and got Damon Payne from Alabama and Trey Williams from Clemson, them 2 defensive tackles, they was just average players.
But did they give you results? You don't have to have amazing players to get results. That's what I'm trying to say right now. Damn. Ruined another stone. Oh, well. Clemson's been giving Devo hell. He probably ready for a change, maybe.
They was just average players. That's what I'm telling you. When you
just saying, like, what I mean is you don't have to have spectacular players to have spectacular results, right? Your average players can give you pretty decent results depending on their coach.
Yeah, but the thing is, not every time you're going to keep hitting on a quarterback. Eventually, you're going to have to go recruit you a quarterback out of high school and develop him, where you got a better chance of getting 3 years out of him, or maybe 4, because you can redshirt him. Then you keep trying to grab somebody else quarterback. It might be a hit and miss.
Ooh. Hey, take a look at what Concrete just threw in there.
Yeah.
Tommy Rees. I don't think we've mentioned him.
I damn sure I don't want him neither.
Mickey's so picky about his coach. Yeah, honestly, anything right now is better than Pidgey, right? Like, the worst thing that can happen right now is you keep Pidgey and he has a stroke because someone got a first down. I'm going there.
Listen, I've been through these years with Michigan. I went through the Rich Rodriguez when they wanted to change the play around. Harbaugh got us out the depths of mediocrity. I mean, out of just listen, man. You don't understand. I went through this. Damn that. No, he was a hell of a coach coming from JMU. That's what I'm saying. But look, at a lot of time, them coaches don't turn out like that, Air Tar Hill. Because just think about it. When Florida State went and got their coach. Think about when Florida went and grabbed their coach. They went and grabbed coaches that was good at the level they was at, but when they got up here, they struggled like hell. Sometimes it be hit and misses. You know what I'm saying? It's a hit and miss.
True, but sometimes you do have to promote someone up a league, right?
No, you do. But I'm just saying we're not good
if you're
at it.
You're going to look at it at a lower league. I mean, find someone with a damn good reputation, but you also have to find someone with that mental tenacity. Like, all right, this is above where I've been. I need to buckle down, and I just need to roll with it and do good.
What I'm saying, Trevor, we tried it. We got to go get an established coach. Like how we went and got Harbaugh. We need something like that.
You need someone who can steal signs. Gotcha.
Whatever you want to call it, but we need that. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. We don't need nobody. We need a coach, man, that know how to play. We can't keep experimenting. You see that Sharon Moore? We took offensive coordinator that was young. We tried it. Now we need a coach that know how to roll, who know how to handle a team, who gonna know how to handle this. He not gonna go out and lose his mind. That's what I'm saying.
That's your big thing right now.
Yeah, right now we need a coach.
You need a stable coach, not just a coach. You need a stable coach.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the team's more than likely shaken up right now. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. Not only is their coach on national news for some craziness.
Yeah.
Not only did he get fired on some backwards way, right? But he was also interfering with their offensive coordinator. They were shuffled up, discombobulated. What you need is a rock. You need someone steady that's not going to put his fingers where they don't belong, who just can keep that team pointed in one direction and not be swayed by nothing else.
No, we got them. I'm telling you, the three coaches, we're going for Bama coach. If we can't get Bama coach, we're going to go for, I'll go ahead and take Jed Fish. If we don't get Jed, bring Arizona State. Only reason I'll kind of want Arizona State, man, because he came in there and won the Big 12 and took his team to a championship. The only thing about him, though, the Big 12 ain't the Big 10.
Pac-10 is different.
Nah, he won the Arizona State in the Big 12.
Oh, they split divisions?
Yeah, ain't no more Pac-12. That's how we got USC, Washington, Oregon, and UCLA in the Big 10.
Lame.
However,
Pac-12 was a cool name.
Yeah, it was, but they broke up. There's no more. I would take him as a coach because he proved what he can do with some talent. You know what I'm saying? He did come in and win in the second year. He just lost his quarterback to the transfer portal, a team all bidding for his quarterback. So,
what you need right now, you need a commander.
Yes.
You need someone with that will that can just tie others to it. Wife is looking at me funny.
Am I allowed back in the hallway? Or you want to be too loud?
That's probably going to be too loud, baby girl. Anyway, yeah, you need a commander that can tie others to his will, and his will needs to be winning and making the school happy. Right?
We got to find out. Just me personally, I will go with if I miss with. I will go with, like I say, if we miss the Bama coach. Only thing that scared me with Jed Fish, man, Jed Fish lost some big games, man. Like to teams he shouldn't have lost to. It seemed like it was kind of easy to figure him out. I didn't really like his winning. He didn't really have a good winning record to me. Cool, he recruited good. I'll give you that. He put a recruiting class together. but can he get you over the hump is the question. We might
Really
not.
hard
No,
question.
we might not. Common sense. I'm just saying who I would shoot for. You heard who I said I really want. I would take the Arizona State coach.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it would be the Arizona State coach, Jed Fish. That's cool, but I'm not I'm not impressed with Jed Fish. I think he would be good for us to help develop Bryce.
Mm.
You know, but do you want somebody who done got to the playoffs? Didn't really have no top talent. He know how to win. He done ran a team. Jed might be good. I would take the Arizona State. I would take my chance with Arizona State head coach. At the end of the day, I would take him or I will go after Vanderbilt head coach.
Ooh.
Vanderbilt.
You would have to have the money for him.
No, his payout Vanderbilt not no great team. His wasn't. They wasn't this, but no, I don't want him neither. Keep Bill O'Brien, but you know what? Michigan, I'm silly enough to go grab something like him. I'm telling you who I will go get, man. I will go get. If I couldn't get the board Alabama coach, I'm going to get Arizona State head coach. At the end of the day, I don't care. I will go get Arizona State head coach, and we let the chips fall where they may.
Mm.
Let the chips fall where they may. I'm going to get Arizona State head coach. At the end of the day.
And that's where you want to be.
Hell yeah, I'm bringing him on here. He young. You know what I'm saying? He can relate to these players. In my humble opinion.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think the big thing is so
that wouldn't be bad neither, Tony Terry.
If you can relate to them, that's fine. But you still have to make them respect you. You're not their friend, you're their coach. You can't be acting like them. You can't be going out and just sleeping with. I mean, we just saw what happened with someone that.
Yeah, but he don't seem like that. I'm just saying he seems like he kind of the type that.
Oh, I'm not saying he seems like it either. I'm saying like you just brought up that he can probably relate to him. Like, okay, there's that line though. Relate to him, definitely.
No. What I mean by relate, like you know how sometimes you can try to go get the older coaches and they be really past their time. I'm saying with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he'd be able to relate with this era.
Mm.
And see, he is a good recruiter. You talking about SMU head coach Tony, because we stole the linebacker from them.
Don't like I said, just Mentor back, or do you see? I was also thinking Mentor just because he's been with Michigan before. He knows how Michigan works, right?
No, I mean, you know what? If you bring him back, I could go with Jesse Mentor because he's going to get that defense together. He's going to get my defense together. But I'm just saying, if Michigan don't want to go back in that direction, Jesse Mentor say he want to be in the NFL. I think he's going to be a head coach next year in the NFL. That's the only reason. I don't see it. Man, you know how many head coaching jobs going to come open next year in the NFL? Be patient. You finna see jobs finna come open. For one, there should be Detroit should be one of them on the chopping block. And I've been said I wanted him up out of there.
He's a bum.
Facts. That's why I'm looking at what like I say, you know what? I wish Jesse Mentor would come, but if we can't, I would take Arizona State head coach. I would bring him on in.
Yeah, like
what was their record this year?
Who?
Arizona State. I would take them.
Take a peek.
Because I watched them in the playoffs last year. They won a game. They just ain't win their second game. They was in there. That's how I got hip to Scatterboot. New York running back that's injured right now. Just give me.
Okay, let me see. Arizona State is 6-3 for conference. Overall 8-4. They're 5-2 for home, 3-2 for away. Right now they're on a 1-loss streak.
See what I'm saying? They bowl bound 8-4. Hell no, I don't like them, Mr. Classic. And that's why I would
U of
take him.
A is actually doing better than them right now. U of A is 6-3 conference, 9-3 overall, 6-1 home, 3-2 away on a 5-win streak right now.
And who was their coach?
Oh God,
I ain't never liked the Lions coach, Mr. Classic. I said he was a bum then when they got him, and he's a bum now. But it's gonna be
right now. Give me a second. I need to put football. Let's try and give me their basketball coach. Brett Brennan.
I don't know if they're gonna take SMU. I don't know if they'll take SMU head coach Tony. I don't know if they'll take him. Like I said, I'm looking at. You never really know. The big names, as you can see, is Bama coach, Washington coach, Arizona State coach, and they had another one. Well, I know they have Marcus Freeman on there. I don't think he coming.
They got a few names. They got a lot of names running around.
Yeah, I need to see who the dark horse is. That's what I really need to be looking for. Who gonna be the dark horse for them? That's the question. Who is the dark horse candidate?
They've mentioned a few, but most of them you've just straight off gone, nah.
Yeah, because a lot of them I wouldn't go touch. Like Brian Kelly, I wouldn't go touch none of them. You got to get somebody who done been in the fight. Like I said, Arizona State coach got to the playoffs. I believe with the talent we got. See what I'm saying? Oh, they talking about Marcus Freeman going to the Giants. See, that's why I'm trying to tell you right now. If Michigan gonna go grab a coach, I will go grab Arizona State head coach. Because Bama coach, the more he win, now don't you know they AD right now probably saying, listen, we better keep our coach. Lane Kiffin is already at LSU. So I'm telling you. Yeah, Chip Kelly, the Raiders fired him. That's why I'm looking at it right now. If Michigan go ahead and get, I'll just grab it. I wouldn't say I wouldn't go talk to Bama coach to see if he want to come. We'd be having a conversation right now. Because you ain't doing it but talking to the agents. I see where his head is at, but because Michigan ain't got all day, they got 15 days. They got 15 days where they can try to save what's left of their recruiting class before the transfer portal open up.
And they all run away.
Right. So whatever they do, they got to make their move now.
Ooh.
That's why I be talking to Arizona State coach. Like, do you want to come here or not? We can't have another Brady Hope. We can't have another Rich Rodriguez.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the future of your program is in your head coach's hands right now.
Hell yeah. That's why I'm looking at the Arizona State head coach. Go on and grab him. I will go and lock him up now. Should I be talking to Bryce Underwood? I have Bryce Underwood up in there. The players that's already committed. This is who we finna bring in and see how they like it. Like this, I'll be sitting down with my team and say, look, this is what we finna do.
This is where we're at, gentlemen.
Yeah, and this is what we finna do. We finna make the push. Because he'll have he still have a young team, but they won't be as young. And then they'd have been through the fire. Now you can get some real coaching. I'm just saying. Yeah, the scandal is over. Hell, listen, man.
The scandals, you can never say scandal's over.
No, what I'm talking about for the players. Now, I ain't saying for Sharon. Sharon, it is what it is. I'm talking about for the team. It's over now. You got a new coach. If Michigan, if they hit it right with the talent they got, if they can keep the team that they got and keep the recruits, Michigan will be in the playoffs next year.
Mm,
They'll be
I
in the
don't know. I
playoffs
think next year
year.
is going to be a recovery.
Nah, it ain't gonna be a recovery.
I know you don't like me saying that, but next year's going to be a recovery, dude.
It's not gonna be a recovery. I'm not even a bad man. Next year not gonna be. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be a recovery. You know what the recovery gonna be.
Not that bowl, not that championship. They're not recovering shit on that.
No, I ain't saying no championship, but they're gonna make the playoffs. That's the recovery that is gonna be. You already won 9 games. All you got to win is 10, and you in the playoffs. That's the recovery. It ain't like the cup board is bare. You get a coach in. That's all Michigan was lacking was a coach. You get a coach in. Ain't no more Bryce is young. He's a freshman. That shit's over with. He's been in the system. He know what it is now. You get a heads up on what's going on. That's what I would do. I would go and get my coach. And I wouldn't keep playing around. I'll probably come Monday. You'll hear me you'll be hearing Michigan got a new coach.
What's your take on this one?
I don't think Gruden coming. They ain't going with Gruden. Even though he said that was his dream job to be the head coach of Michigan, he ain't coming.
You think that was just a put on?
Nah, he wanted to come, but shit. Nah, Gruden ain't coming.
Mm.
Michigan going to get Arizona or Alabama coach. That's the end of the day. They going to get them. It's going to be one of the two. They going to get a proven winner. They ain't got time to play around. Believe me.
I think, honestly, the way things are going right now, they might want to take someone new and develop him as a coach. Like, hey, this is how we want things. This might be the school stepping in the same way that the Cowboys owner steps in.
They're not doing that, man. They got a taste of victory. You know how when you finally you get a taste, you be like, wow, let me do this. I haven't used drugs, but I'm gonna say this. Just say a person that hit crack. They say once you hit it that first high, that's what they be chasing. Michigan got to hit it at dope, and that mean that national championship. They don't want to do like it was. You wait every 20 years to get a championship. They feel like they should be in the playoffs with the resources they got. They should be in the playoffs every year. They should be at least winning a championship every other year. I'm just telling you how they think. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is what they feel. They done got that hit. And it's kind of hard when you get that hit. You got that championship, shit. They feel like with their name alone, they can win it.
We shall see, man. I'm leaning heavily toward next year is going to be the team breaking the coach in, the coach breaking the team in.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's gonna break them in.
I don't think he's going to break him into the playoffs.
Well,
I mean, these are human beings that we're talking about. It's not like that, you know, you can just take one driver and throw him into a different car.
Well,
and give him
Trevor,
like 3 test laps, right? Like,
Trevor,
this team is going to have to adjust to him. He's going to have to adjust to the team. And
Trevor,
you're going to run into a couple rough games.
Well, Trevor, I would have kind of agreed with you until Kurt Cincinnati did what he did. He came in and went to a non-football school, took him to the playoffs his first year, and took him to the number 1 seed the second year. They not going for that. This ain't back in the day where you get to build a program. Win or get fired. We have to look
they're
no
going to have a
farther.
revolving door of coaches for a while, dude. I mean, they're looking for that 1 in a million. They're looking for that 1 in a million that can just pick it up and go.
We about to find out. We about to find out. You know that we about to find out because Michigan better make the right hire for we can keep this number 11 recruiting class that we got, or hopefully keep. That's what I'm telling you. Whoever they get, they got to bring in a man. This is some diabolical stuff right here, man. I'm so disappointed and the way this thing went down, but it is what it is.
It's gone. It's done a thing.
Oh yeah, but
That's
we
about all we
cool.
can say about it. It's a
Yeah,
thing.
the new coach is coming. It's one of them coaches that's up on the thumbnail. I don't. Me personally, I'm going for Arizona State coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want Jed. I'm not really impressed by Jed Fish, what he did, even though he doing a good recruiting over there, Arizona. I mean, not Arizona, Washington.
He did amazing recruiting with Arizona, though. The team,
No, you talking about Arizona State or Arizona?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Okay,
Because he was with Arizona prior,
right.
and I just read you their stats. Give me a second. Their stats. The team he built is 6-3 for conference, 9-3 overall, 6-1 for home games, 3-2 away games, and they're on a 5-game winning streak. That's the team he built.
So he left my man. So the coach know how to coach because he took them same players and made it work.
I think. I don't know if their new current head coach is someone that worked with, Fitch or what.
I mean, I don't know, man. Me, it just seemed like Arizona State coach, he made it happen.
I mean, those are 1 in a million people. I mean, hell, look at UCF right now. 2-7 for conference, 5-7 overall, 5-2 for home, 0-5 away on a 1-game losing streak.
Listen, man, they ain't Michigan. They ain't
Colorado.
Arizona State.
Colorado is getting.
But you gotta understand,
on.
yeah, because Deion, you gotta look at it as his quarterback. It's in the league.
Deion is 1-8 for conference, 3-9 overall. Home 3-4 and away 0-5 on a 5-game losing streak.
He's gonna be all right.
He's already rich. I really don't think the rest of this even matters to him. He's just doing it to do it at this point. By the way,
once Deion get the resources, he gonna be all right. Colorado ain't, but Deion ain't trying to build his team. He don't feel like paying him. The money gonna come. Deion want to do it the old. He an old school coach. That's what I'm saying.
He's the type that just wants to take raw clay and mold it to his vision instead of just picking up random talent.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're a good player. Let's hope you jive with the rest of the team. He's the type that's just gonna run you ragged until you're part of the team.
I'll tell you this though, if Deion did come to Michigan, he'd have Bryce Underwood to be wide open, like how Shedeur Sanders was passing that ball. He'd have Bryce. Listen, one thing I know about Deion, that offense gonna be high powered. Now he'd have Bryce. Bryce it'd be boom or bust. Because Deion had Bryce throwing that ball 30 or 40 times a game.
Deion would have that offense running like a bunch of amphetamine-soaked circus lines.
He wouldn't have them playing. But the talent that Deion there,
they would be running 100% of the time, all the time, until they either win or drop dead.
No, Deion would have them, but I don't think Michigan could. And Deion he'd be a good coach for them men up there after what then just went down. I think Deion, if they let him come in with the talent, because Deion ain't had no talented team like if he came to Michigan. And that's the difference. Sharon had it and couldn't handle it. And that's bad. But it's just too much. Well, we've been up on here for an hour. What's the name? It's 8 o'clock. Y'all know it's Thursday night football. I'm finna get off into my football game.
Oh, who are you gonna go watch? Falcons?
Yeah, I'm finna, I gotta watch something, man. I watch some, you know what, I don't know. I'm probably finna go watch the college boys football and see what's going on. Really get me some more info. See what's going on.
I've been working on it past hour. I've been working on it all day. It's almost done. I just need to quench it and smooth her out, but it's coming along.
For sure. Family, I'm going to see y'all in the morning, man. Yogi G will be on for $5 Friday. We coming with DC. We got some stuff for DC. She going to tell y'all what's been going on. since y'all wanted to know. So be patient. We coming on in the morning.
Later, folks.
Peace.